6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm
I didn't have the power that MSD on before.
okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't stop that, don't stay. Taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get loose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Listen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop up. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't
Well, finally today we are replacing the fuel regulator because we're revamping the fuel delivery system and a new gauge which will go on the regulator, and the regulator will mount to the vehicle as opposed to the way it was all flopping around. And I've got some Teflon paste that's actually a Permatex thread sealant. Holds up to gas. A lot of people will use plumber's tape. That's not right. We've talked about that before. So, this used to sit right here, just flapping around, and then another line went to this, just flopping around. Oh, zip tied. Of course, zip tied is, zip ties look great in an engine. So there's where it starts. A longer one runs back behind here, and that right there, new fuel pump. That's the old one. So lots of sound. Sorry about that. One fuel line, one piece of the fuel line was somewhat brittle. The other one seemed okay, but it tells me that's been in there for a while. And if there's any fuel line blockage, we'll just eliminate all the problems of being able to get fuel delivered in a timely fashion to the carburetor. And I'm gonna let you go while I do that because you don't want to watch that boring stuff. And I gotta find my Permatex that I somehow set right down there. That's a must. Because I gotta thread in barbed ends into that. Alright, well that's it. I'll let you go. I'll get working on that. Alright? Well, I'll show you another time, but I did replace the whole fuel delivery system. I can't get 5 pounds of PSI. Well, then I do, then I don't. I don't know. But it seems to be, I actually did, I mean, it was, you don't even want to know. Way lean, way rich, way lean, flooding, flame coming out of the carburetor. Shut it down. Still burn a little flame out of there, but you gotta burn the fuel out, if you're gonna start it again. I think I got it right. Then I go in the house and wait for a while, come back out, let it air out a little bit. And it was good. And I drove it down the road, A block, turned around, came back. Tomorrow, if it's not raining, I may take it down a block and back again, and then fix the stumbling a little bit. It's just idle mixture. Could be accelerator pump. I don't know. Let's just not go there. And then if it's still good, I'm just gonna go down to the end of the road, which is like, if it runs out of fuel in the carb, there's no big deal. You coast over to the side road, let the pump fill up again, drive it back home. But if it does not do that, I might have to go around the block and come back. I'll keep pushing it a little bit. I just don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, if you look back at the other videos, this looks radically different. This is now an idle rock, 600 CFM. And strangely enough, my idle rock air cleaner housing doesn't fit. Yeah. So I had to get this, and I had to trim that bolt down far enough so I got clearance. But that'll work. Oh, that works great. It works awesome. I flopped it on, adjusted the idle. She was off to the races. Well, not literally to the races. But yeah. Now I can drive it. And now it's going to rain all next week. Except for maybe Tuesday. Now I can get the alignment done. Yeah. Yeah, so, a buddy at work was talking about my little 6-inch wide air cleaner because that one don't fit on there anymore. Oh, yeah, idle rock don't fit on idle rock. Idle rock carburetor. So, what I could get locally was a little 6-inch, whatever, Mr. Gaskets one, but he's like, I got something for you. Is there a thing about using a triangle one? Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like the way they mount, because I got an older one that mounts off of the rod in the center of the carburetor. And that's what it looks like right there. How's that? Well, here's this. So he got it at a garage sale. Somebody obviously didn't have the carburetor tuned very good. Backfired. Burned it up a little bit. I cleaned it up where it got a little tarnished. But good to go. Still a little high. The little 6-inch is 3 1/4 inch tall, which is, I had to trim that nut down so far, like that. I had to trim that top down so close so that it was not sticking up any more than the nut that was holding it on. This was about the same, but what I did on this one, I cut that off. That whole flange, it's the riser, I cut that off. Cut out with a die cutter, went through, got her pretty darn flat, sanded it, so that's what's left of it. I actually cut 3/8 of an inch off. 2 13/16. That's a good height for that low hood on that vehicle. And I'll put a cap nut on there. That'll look nice. That's it. Had to order the filter media. It's cleanable. So it don't really work well with a hole in it, but it goes inside there. And This, which I cleaned up a little bit, I'll finish cleaning it up, but that goes inside there and clips on underneath there to hold that into place. Voila. Had to order the filter media though. Gives me access to the carburetor, looks cool. And gotta have an air filter on it. You don't have to, but yeah. Should. So, all the money I spent on it was just the filter, which should last a long time. Yeah, a cap nut, which I just happen to have sitting around in my gray box way over there. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, should have it. Should have it by Thursday. All right, that's it. Later.